The Christmas Thief by Pieter E Haumann. Part 1. "Robbie!" shouted Annie as she stormed into her brother's room. He was fast asleep a mere second earlier, and was trying his best to remain in such a state, even after his little sister had expertly launched herself on top of him. "What is it?" he moaned. "Why are you so tired?" said Annie. She had perched herself firmly at the foot of the bed and examined her brother's face for any clues as to why he was being so uncharacteristically tardy. "I didn't sleep well," he replied, before pulling the sheet back over his head. "Well, I slept like a log," Annie stated, and proceeded to nestle herself closer to her brother. "That's because you can sleep through anything," Robert snorted. "Did you not hear that confounded whistling sound last night?" "Nope. Maybe it was just the wind." "Whatever it was maddening." "That's too bad," said Annie, barely showing any interest in her brother's plight. "Mrs. Darvil made breakfast cupcakes last night, and they're just about ready to be served." "What on earth are breakfast cupcakes?" replied Robert, now fully awake, having given up any hope of getting some more rest. "It's muffins," said Ellie, who appeared in the bedroom door. Robert shot up and began neatening his hair. What would people say if they saw him in such a state? "Muffins?" exclaimed Annie. "Yes, muffins. They're like cupcakes, only without the cake," replied Ellie, "or icing for that matter." Annie let out a wail of despair. The thought of wasting one's time on making something non-cupcake appear to look like a cupcake was an atrocity she couldn't comprehend. "In any case," laughed Ellie, "we're just about ready for breakfast." Robert skulked out of bed just in time to hear Anton's door open down the corridor. Butter and Peanut, the Darvil family dogs, stormed past him and Annie, but not before giving them a happy lap each, and hastily made their way down the stairs. "It seems I'm not the only one that didn't have a proper night's rest," said Robert when Anton appeared in the corridor with similarly bloodshot eyes. "Did anyone else hear that terrible whistling sound last night?" said Anton, who ferociously rubbed his swollen eyes. "The dogs were up all night, whining and scratching at the door." "See?" said Robert, looking towards Annie. "I wasn't imagining things." Annie was just about to point out to her brother, with a rather sharp-witted quip, that he had more than just his hearing in common with the dogs, when there came a sharp noise from downstairs. The children rushed to the kitchen to see Mrs. Darvil staring angrily at an empty tray on the counter. "What is it?" said Ellie. "It's gone," said Mrs. Darvil, pointing to the empty tray and peevishly swatting a dishcloth to and fro. "It would seem that someone helped themselves to half the muffins I made last night." There was a pause before everyone's eyes fixed towards Annie. "What?" she said, staring up at them, shifting her gaze from one to the other. "Annie, did you—" Robert began. "Did I what?" she asked, before it dawned on her that she was being accused of stealing the muffins. "Why on earth would I eat those things?" she exclaimed. Her referencing the muffins as things didn't sit too well with Mrs. Darvil, but the statement nevertheless cleared her name. "Then who could have taken it?" said Robert. "Never mind that," said Mrs. Darvil, who had calmed down somewhat. "I guess we'll head into town for breakfast then." This was a welcome announcement. After the excitement of returning the Renaissance diamond to its rightful place and saving Devil's Leap from being sold from under the Darvil family's noses, not much had happened, and a trip into town might just be the thing to kickstart another adventure.